the brain is who we are. It makes us who we are. It gives us all our feelings, our emotions, our memories. And so essentially, if we can try and understand a little bit more about the brain, then that takes us a long way to understanding who we as individuals are and potentially can be.
Neuroscience is quite a young discipline, and it's quite a broad discipline, and there's so much that we don't actually know about how the brain works.
And this is everything from the tiny chemical reactions that create responses and cellular reactions to whole brain regions and mechanisms and how the nervous system functions as a whole.
We are a research-led university, so we have lots of active researchers doing research into learning and memory, molecular neuroscience, maybe neuropharmacology, and our students can work alongside them in the lab for a series of weeks to create their project.
I think when academics have spent years of their life devoting towards one single bit of research, it's obviously something that they're super passionate about. They will share that enthusiasm within the lecture setting, which really is inspiring to motivate you to learn and to find out more.
Students are actually the ones who are driving the understanding of the problem, driving the research of the problem. They'll go away and do research on a particular subject, come back the following week.
We use lots of different workshops, tutorials, practical sessions to introduce neuroscience in a fun and exciting way.
This lab is the Pharmacology Lab. We use a lot of the organ baths, Gilson pipettes, and then we have the physiology lab. So we have all the ECG stuff, different exercise bikes. We have a human patient simulator up there. Then the neuroscience or histology lab, and that's so that we can analyze light microscopy and electron microscopy images.
We have a range of teaching projects, and they can actually be ambassadors for the university and teach sixth form students.
We have a lot of focus on neurological disorders, pain and synaptic plasticity within our university's research.
They can get a good insight into the structure of brains of individuals who have suffered from various disorders, but they'll also get a very good insight into the 3D makeup of the brain. It's only when you do that that you actually get a real feeling for the complexity of the anatomy of the human brain.
So the multidisciplinary approach of the neuroscience course at the University of Bristol is a great benefit for me as a neuroscience student.
I personally don't want to go into research, however there's lots of different multiple ways that you can use the experience of university life and the degree to pursue many different careers.
All the teaching staff are really nice. When I've had struggles, like in the start of first year, getting my head around certain concepts, then we could meet up in real life and go over some of those sort of issues I was having.
Bristol is not only a haven for academics, but also it has a very multicultural, very diverse community, as well as a very kind and harmonious community working together.
The City of Bristol is really great.
There's so much going on, it's really culturally diverse and there's so many different aspects to it depending on what your interests are. And the University of Bristol is a really well-established place with lots of different clubs and societies and things to get involved in.
I was born in Mauritius but made in Bristol. And Bristol has given me the opportunity to know myself, to develop myself as a person. It has been just an amazing experience.
I would like to go into forensic neuropsychology.
I believe for me what's more important is to be able to benefit the community, the people and the society. There is no use for me to being a good researcher if I can't bring a better life for people.